Right, and action! Howdy, Sarap friends. James here coming at you from Sarap HQ with another teaching kitchen recipe featuring one of our recipes from our sauce kits. So this is again from our Series 6 sauce kits, which feature 3 Bay Area musical artists. And today we're featuring one of my really good friends, Jane Rio. And today's recipe that we're going to be doing is an impossible kimchi dry ramen bowl. It's going to be plant-based, vegan-friendly recipe. So if you're looking for a vegan or plant-based friendly recipe, you've come to the right space. This video is not sponsored by anyone, but we've got all of our ingredients again from our favorite local grocery store, Whole Foods. Yeah, so let's go over the ingredients that we're going to be using today. So obviously these recipes use our signature sauces, but today we're only using 2 of them, our Super Sarap Sauce and our I'm Spicy hot sauce. Then we also got sesame oil, agave, some vegan kimchi, rice vinegar, some plant-based ground beef, arugula for a little side salad, some Persian cucumbers, and these I just picked up. These are called Chinese noodles and they're local to the Bay Area. Thailand Chinese noodles. Cooked only in 3 minutes. What else we got? Yes, everything. Sesame oil. Oh, garlic. Of course, garlic, but we got some that's already minced up already. And how I like to always start our cooking tutorials is with nice beer. Today's beer of choice is not brought to you by Drake's. How should I say this? Today's beer that I'm sipping on today, the beer that I'm sipping on today is... Hey, you hear that audio? That's Kristen. Actually, Kristen is playing her favorite video game, which is making contracts. So all of us are here at the kitchen today playing our own favorite video game. Mine is obviously filming and creating content. JP's over here prepping for a catering gig that we got tomorrow. And after I'm done with this, I'm going to be jumping on and helping out with that. But like I was saying, today's beer of choice that I'm drinking today is from Drake's Brewing Company, local here to the Bay Area. And if you know me, I really love IPAs, and I love to dabble in double IPAs too. But today's is a double IPA apocalypse, cousin or brother to Denogonizer. Alrighty. Cheers to you. Cheers to all. Cheers to you. All right, let's get this recipe started. So first, what we're gonna do is boil or get our pot of water boiling so that way we can cook our noodles. Put this guy all the way up. So while the water is starting to boil, we will julienne our cucumber. If you don't know what julienne is, it just means cutting them into small strips. Put that guy right there. Recipe. All right. Wash before eating. Always got to make sure we have to wash some vegetables. I'll be right back. Cooking fact. Make sure to read the container that your vegetables come in and see if they've been washed yet. If not, give them a good rinse. All right, so we are going to cut these guys into small strips. So I'm gonna cut the ends off first. Make this a little bit easier, and then I'm gonna cut this in half, and then we're just gonna cut this into rectangles. Okay. you can cut these into smaller strips or thicker strips, but cutting these a little bit on the thicker side. See? Nice little matchsticks. You can cut these smaller if you want, but I like them that thick. So, let's see, what can we talk about while I'm cutting all of this? A little bit of backstory with my cooking history. I have no classical training experience. I actually learned everything while I was working on the food truck from JP and our other teammate who no longer works with us anymore, homie Justin. Shout out to Justin for a lot of the things you taught me on the truck, my partner in crime. Yeah, so I learned, the way that I learned was just being like kind of thrown into it. I've always had a passion for cooking ever since high school. On a side note, I actually took a lot of cooking. I took all the cooking classes that you could take in high school, and I really enjoyed it. And I was interested in going to culinary school, but it was really expensive. And at that time too, trying to convince my parents that I wanted to go into culinary was not on the docket. And totally get it, you know. Our parents just wanted the best for me, but I've always wanted to become a cook because I had a lot of fun doing it. It's simple math. You get to cut things. Yeah, I was like, what did I really enjoy about cooking in high school? I really just enjoyed having the ability to learn how to cook. And honestly, I think at that time as a senior, it was one of like the easier classes to take. But I did very, very good in it. And my favorite dish that I made from that class that I actually haven't made recently is the beef stroganoff. And I can make that into a vegetarian or plant-based version too. Actually, we did make a plant-based version during the pandemic with one of our meal kits. We did it was either Impossible or a Beyond beef stroganoff. You know, it was really good. Okay, so I'm almost done cutting these. Yeah, I took a cooking class in high school. I wish I went to culinary school, but I get it from my parents' perspective too. Like, if I was really interested in working in the kitchen, I probably should have gotten a restaurant job instead of a retail job. But you know what? I eventually got to do something that I was passionate about when I was a teenager, and look at that. Now co-owning a small business in the Bay Area, showcasing all-inclusive Filipino food, and we are very versatile and we can kind of just cook whatever we like, whatever our hearts desire. Okay, I'm almost done cutting this. If I didn't have any minced garlic, or if I didn't have minced garlic already pre-prepped, we would have had to mince some garlic, but we're lucky that we already have some minced. All right. Last, guys. So this cucumber is going to be garnished on top of the arugula salad and over the noodles, but I will show this later. But once you make your bowl and everything, you can just mix this all together, and yeah. All right. So that's 2 Persian cucumbers. Okay, see, I need to practice my cutting. We got some thick guys and some small guys, but it's for home cooking, you know? Who's gonna grade this? Only me. All right, so we got that almost going, and then we're just gonna wait until that boils. But I guess I could talk about all the ingredients that I got. All right, got my handy dandy receipt right here. This rice vinegar that I picked up again from the 365 Whole Foods Market. This was $4.19. The Gardenia plant-based ground beef. This was $7.29 for almost like 3/4 of a pound. I usually use Impossible, but they don't have Impossible there, and I don't like Beyond. Oh yeah, and then the tin of these Chinese noodles were $4.29. I think the most expensive thing that I had to buy was this vegan kimchi, Shinto gourmet kimchi. This is also local to the Bay Area. All right. And that one was on the more expensive side of $8.39. I will also show another vegan kimchi that I buy from. Where did I buy it from? I think I get it from H Mart. Oh no! The camera! Ah! Get all the steam. All right, we're gonna boil the noodles. So this only takes 3 minutes. Whoa! What is this? 1. This is perfect. 1 portion for me, 1 portion for Kristen, and 1 portion for JP. Make sure nothing goes to waste. Man, my second favorite kitchen tool to use. Tongs. Oh my gosh, I'm like, I only know this. I know this from the. I think it's Mandarin, but my wife Sin calls these gip gips. All right, so the packet says 3 minutes, so we're just gonna let this boil for 3 minutes, and then once that is done boiling, we are going to empty out the water, and then we'll start working on the ground beef mixture. Got this going. Cool. I guess I got fun facts. We can also show some of the design on this card too. So for this specific sauce kit recipe, the theme of it was, read it right here. It says Music Days Class of 2021. So we asked 3 questions. What's your mantra? Your superlative? You're most likely to? And then what is your favorite treat meal? So Jane's mantra is you can either choose to lack confidence based on the past or build confidence with your mindset. Most likely to, she was actually voted best dress her senior year. I was nominated for best dress, but I did not win it. I also was nominated for best hair, but I did not win that either. And what is her favorite treat meal? So her favorite treat meals are always served in a bowl: poke bowl, sinigang bowl, bibimbap bowl, ramen bowl, ice cream bowl. It's hard for her to choose. Support our friend Jane Rio. Hi Jane. She's a singer, YouTuber, streams on, I think she still streams on Twitch, and she's a mental health advocate. It's been a while since I've seen Jane, ever since she moved to Vegas, but we still keep in touch. All right, these noodles are looking pretty good. But yeah, for this recipe, you can use any type of instant noodle that's available to you, even the ones that come with the packets. Just don't use the packets of seasoning. It's not required for this recipe that we're teaching y'all today. Right. So that's almost done, and then after that, we are going to start working on the impossible beef mixture, the plant-based beef mixture. So this is just my second time cooking in our new content studio, and I'm really enjoying it. Oh shit. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, this looks like it's almost done, and then we're just gonna turn this guy off. Give this guy a final mixy mix. All right, and we're gonna strain this. I'll be right back. Hot. Okay. This guy I'm gonna keep right here. I'll be right back. I gotta let my sister out because she doesn't have a key. All right, sorry about that. So I had to just let Kristen out. Okay, we're gonna start. Right behind me. So we're all done with that. And now we're gonna start with the plant-based ground beef mixture. So we're gonna go medium heat with a little bit of oil. There we go, a little bit of oil, and then we're going to saute our garlic in the pan for a couple minutes. So 3 cloves of garlic, it's about what? 3 tablespoons of minced garlic? About? Depends. It just depends on like size of the garlic, how much garlic you like. We really love garlic, so we're gonna go 3 tablespoons of this. Maybe 2.5. Seems like a good amount. Alright, and then we're just going to saute. So this is nice and fragrant. Wow, there's just something about sauteing garlic that makes my mouth just water immediately. I guess I could do that too. Forgot about this, but we're gonna have to roughly chop about a cup's worth of our kimchi. But part of doing the rough chop is so that way it just gets evenly spread out a little bit more. Cool. That looks like about a cup. All right, so that's about ready for this. I've never used this before, so I'm kind of curious. So we're gonna add, it says 12 ounces of the ground beef. So this is almost the entire, I'm gonna add the entire thing. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. All right, and then we're just gonna mix this guy around. And then into this, we're also just gonna season with a little bit of salt and pepper. If you don't season meat, and even with plant-based proteins, it's not going to taste like anything. So make sure to season properly and always adjust to your tasting and to your liking. All right, while that's going, we're going to now finish doing a rough chop on our kimchi. All right, roughly chopped, all ready to go. This looks like it's browning nicely. I'll let this brown up for like 5 minutes. It's smelling delicious already. So while this is going, we're gonna make our arugula salad. This arugula salad is pretty simple. It's just combining some of the rice wine vinegar with some sesame oil. I'm gonna take the arugula, put it into a mixing bowl. Oops. That's it. Another sip from our apocalypse. So, man, whenever I drink beer, I'm always looking for the highest percentage. High percentage alcohol. Obviously, it's double IPAs for me. Like I said last week when I was doing our spicy adobo bean dip, 2 of these I'm good. 3 might be asking for some trouble. Ooh, delicious. All right. So in here, we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar and then 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. And we're just gonna mix this all together. Two tablespoons. 1. 2. Some sesame oil. All right. 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Two and 2. All right. We're gonna give both a mixy mix. So we're gonna do this and stir this around. Oh. So while that is going, we're gonna mix this guy. Nice, simple arugula salad. All right, that's what we're gonna save for later. Okay, so this looks like it's ready for the kimchi. And then we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of agave. Agave is a vegan-friendly sweetener that is similar to honey. And then we're gonna do, I think it's 2 tablespoons of, no, 1 tablespoon of ice sauce. You can go a little heavier if you want. I'm gonna do a tablespoon and a half because I like ice sauce. And this is why I love using a spatula when I cook, because of the flexibility. You can just spatula the rest of this liquid out, because we don't like to waste any of that good stuff. All right. So once you add the kimchi, ice sauce, and agave, you're gonna mix this guy around. Okay, so while that's cooking, we are going to finish up making the noodles. Yummy. So into the noodles, we're gonna be making the sauce now. It's gonna be 2 tablespoons of Super Sarap Sauce and 2 tablespoons of your kimchi juice. All right, 2 tablespoons of Super Sarap Sauce. I'm gonna do 3. heavier side. 2 tablespoons of your kimchi juice. All right. Juices are all good. We're gonna just pick this guy up and cook down with that, and then we're gonna just mix this around. Wow, the soup's smelling very fragrant already. Okay, so this looks like it's almost done, and then once this is done, all we have to do is just assemble everything. Okay. Ooh, spicy side. Yummy. Honestly, this is when I think you need to add. That's why you have to taste. What does it need? It needs a little bit more oomph. So I'm going to add some of this kimchi juice. Kimchi juice. Give that a good mixy mix, and I think that should be all good to go now. I think recipes are good to a certain extent, but make sure to always taste and adjust accordingly. Probably like one of the best advice that I could give as a home-taught chef or a on-the-fly chef. So yeah, that's about done. We're gonna turn that off and let the residual heat cook that off, and then we will start cleaning up a bit. Okay, now we are going to start plating everything. It's super simple. Like Jane said, she loves everything in a bowl, so we're gonna do the same exact thing and put everything in the bowl. You're gonna plate your ramen first. This is gonna be nice. Kristen and JP are gonna get a nice, nutritious, vegan-friendly, dry ramen bowl. And we're gonna do. So after that, we're gonna do a little bit of the julienned cucumbers. I feel like I made too much. No, never enough vegetables, right? Am I right? That. Then we're gonna do our arugula salad on the side. All right, arugula salad is done. And then now, lastly, we're going to add this beefless mixture on top. So for all of our friends who are not vegetarian or plant-based, your meat could be pork, could be ground beef. I've tried it with ground beef, it's just as good too. All right, there we go. And that, my friends, is the Garden Kimchi Dry Ramen Bowl. Yummy. Okay, these two are for Kristen and JP. I don't have another bowl for myself, but we have this metal plate. This metal plate is a little nostalgic for me because this is what I would eat out of when we had the food truck still. All right, so same assembly. We're gonna do the noodles first, and then we will do the arugula salad. I like me some vegetables, some of this julienned. When I say julienned like that, I think the way that Justin Timberlake said it in the movie Popstar. You know.
Julienne, as the French like to call it. Julienne. I think that's how they say it.
All right, and then now we're just gonna add this. So it looks like we have a little bit of extra. That's totally normal. If you have extra, you can always save this and then repeat the process. So we're just gonna wait for Kristen and JP to get back, and then we're gonna eat this all together. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sarap Shop Teaching Kitchen. Kristen just got back after a 2-hour break.
And I wasn't a break. I was working for 2 hours.
For working for 2 hours.
Just kidding. Not that it's bad to take a break. I was undefeated.
Yes. And now we're gonna eat the vegan ground beef kimchi dry ramen bowl. Are you ready? Nini,
Is JP gonna be in this?
you wanna be in this too?
He's taking a break.
No, he's not. He's working. Yes.
So I was taking-
The recipe says impossible kimchi dry ramen bowl because this one specifically is impossible. But we use Gardein ground beef as our substitute because all of our recipes are for all-inclusive eaters, and you can always switch up the protein depending on your dietary restrictions.
And preferences.
Cool. Manja, dig in, my little sister. She wasn't taking a break. She was working really hard. I just didn't know she was going to be gone for 2 hours.
Sorry, I didn't tell you what my plan was. It was a long tour.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry I'm eating this while it's not hot anymore.
I know, it's okay.
I'm sure it's still delicious. So we've got noodles.
Yeah.
Give me a little boof. Boof.
That is the vegan kimchi dry ramen bowl. It's plant-based friendly, vegan friendly, vegetarian friendly,
Omnivore friendly.
omnivore friendly. This recipe is good for 2 to 3 people. I would say it's like good for like 2 to 4 people if you really wanted to do that. It takes you about 30 minutes or less. And look at that. These are
This is how much food you'll have.
these are hefty bowls. If you're ever looking for vegan friendly recipes, vegetarian friendly recipes, recipes for everywhere, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Love what you see. Follow us for more recipes, and we'll catch you later.